Why did the sons of Jacob allow Serena to be the voice of Gilead when the values of Gilead were that women should be meek and submissive? Well, to be quite frank, they allowed it because they had to. The sons of Jacob were willing to use Serena as a tool, and the entire time Serena didn't realize that she was a tool. She thought she was someone who was actually valued, who had some power in the organization. And I did a video essay explaining how Serena's flashback scenes show us about her character. If you guys want that, you know where to go. But it never would have worked for one of the male members of the Sons of Jacob to come out and to go on public speaking tours telling women they need to give up their rights, they need to do what's better for society. Any man who tried to say that would have just been called sexist and laughed off stage. They desperately needed a woman to come forward and say, hey, we don't need you to give up anything. You're actually going to be happier if you're in the home. You're going to find power in being submissive to your husband. And I know this because that's how I found power. Of course, that's not how Serena found power at all. But that was the narrative. And the Sons of Jacob needed to create a cultural shift in order for people to allow what they did to progress. They didn't need to convince everybody to be on their side, but they needed some kind of cultural change. And Serena was able to create that cultural shift as a woman because you can't say that something a woman saying is sexist, right? It was harder to call her out on her nonsense. And of course, once they actually got into power, they immediately shoved Serena into the back of the closet. We're like, we don't care about your ideas anymore. As soon as she wasn't a useful tool, she got put back in the toolbox. We even hear Commander Putnam say, this is our fault. We let the women do too much and forget their place, and we're never going to do that again. Serena was basically the shovel for the Sons of Gilead in digging what ended up being her own fate.